6 inches at 100 yards. That's what the old Ruger Mini-14s were printing. Basketball-sized groups. Some guns couldn't hit paper. The internet remembers. Forum posts from 2008 still poison Google searches today. Don't bother scoping a Mini. You can't hit a can at 100 yards. But something changed in 2005. Ruger shut down the production line, retooled everything, redesigned the barrel. When production resumed, the Mini-14 returned as a different animal. 2-inch groups became standard. Some rifles printed MOA. The accuracy problem was solved. Nobody noticed. The old reputation survived. Our R15 fans kept repeating the same criticisms. They were talking about guns that stopped existing 15 years ago. The new Mini-14s shoot. They just don't get credit for it. The Mini-14 after serial number 580 is not the same rifle. The barrel is different. The gas system is different. The manufacturing process is different. If someone tells you Minis can't shoot, ask them when they last fired one. Chances are they're repeating internet folklore from 2007. The Mini-14 solves problems the AR-15 creates. It runs cleaner. The gas piston keeps fouling out of the action. You can shoot 1,700 rounds without cleaning, and it keeps functioning. The open-top design makes clearing malfunctions trivial. The traditional rifle ergonomics feel natural. The wood stock doesn't scare politicians as much as tactical black rifles. Today, we examine what makes the Ruger Mini-14 better than its reputation suggests, the improvements Ruger made, the advantages it offers, the situations where it outperforms ARs, and most importantly, what you need to know to get maximum performance from your Mini. The accuracy evolution. The old Mini-14 had a pencil-thin barrel, a gas port halfway down the barrel, an operating rod that ran alongside the barrel. When you fired, the barrel whipped like a fishing rod. Harmonics were terrible. Groups opened to 4, 6, 8 inches at 100 yards. Ruger's own guarantee stated 2-inch groups at 50 yards. That's 4 inches at 100. Basketball accuracy. But not every old Mini shot badly. Some pre-580 rifles printed MOA. Others couldn't hit paper. The manufacturing inconsistencies were massive. Same production run, same barrel profile, completely different accuracy. Some shooters got lucky, most didn't. The variants made the rifle's reputation worse because nobody knew what they were buying. In 2005, Ruger addressed it. The new barrel uses a tapered profile, thick at the chamber end, swells larger just forward of the gas block, then tapers to the muzzle. The added mass at the gas block area reduces harmonic vibrations. The taper maintains balance without excessive weight. Cold hammer forged, chrome moly steel, built to last. The gas system received attention too. Ruger revised the gas port design to reduce turbulence. Less vibration transfers to the barrel during firing. The improvements are subtle but measurable. New Mini-14s average 2 inches at 100 yards with factory ammunition. Some do better. 1.5 inches is common with good ammo. Will a Mini-14 outshoot an AR-15? Not likely. A quality AR with a free-float barrel, good trigger, and match ammunition will print sub-MOA all day. The direct impingement system has less reciprocating mass. That helps accuracy. The AR platform was designed from the ground up for precision. The Mini-14 was designed for reliability first, accuracy second. But 2 inches at 100 yards is hunting accurate. It's defense accurate. It's ranch rifle accurate. If you're shooting paper targets off a bench trying for one-hole groups, buy an AR or a bolt gun. If you need a rifle for coyotes, hogs, or home defense, 2 inches is plenty. The serial number tells you everything. Anything starting with 580 or higher has the improved barrel. The 581 series saw the most dramatic changes. The 582 series refined them further. If someone shows you a Mini-14 and claims it can't shoot, check the serial number. If it starts with 180 or 183, they're probably right. If it starts with 580 or higher, they're repeating old information. Ammunition selection matters enormously. Mini-14s have a 1 to 9 twist rate and prefer lighter bullets. 55 grain projectiles typically shoot best. Some rifles like 62 grain. Anything heavier than 62 starts struggling. The twist rate won't fully stabilize 69 or 77 grain match bullets. Stay in the 50 to 62 grain range for best results. Factory ammunition varies wildly. Some brands print 3 inches, others print 1.5. You have to test. Buy several different brands. 5 shot groups from a rest. Record everything. Find what your specific rifle likes. Once you know, buy bulk. Ammunition consistency matters more in a Mini-14 than in a precision AR. Hand loaders have advantages. Longer overall length improves accuracy in Mini-14 chambers. Ruger uses a unique chamber design, not quite NATO, not quite 223 commercial, safely shoots both, but has a long lead. For most users, the standard ranch rifle offers sufficient accuracy for practical purposes. The reliability advantage. Gas piston operation changes everything. The AR-15 bleeds gas from the barrel straight into the bolt carrier. Hot fouling, carbon buildup, the action gets dirty fast. After 500 rounds, you're scraping carbon off the bolt. After 1,000 rounds, reliability starts degrading. Most AR owners clean religiously because they have to. The Mini-14 gas system is different. Gas pushes a piston. The piston pushes an operating rod. The operating rod cycles the bolt. The gas never reaches the bolt or chamber. The action stays clean. One Mini-14 owner ran 1,700 rounds through his rifle without cleaning. No malfunctions, no failures. The rifle just kept running. Law enforcement agencies noticed. When sheriff's departments needed patrol rifles, some chose stainless Mini-14s over M16s. The Minis were simpler, more reliable when neglected, easier for officers to operate. When the 1033 program distributed surplus M16s for free, 3 of 4 sergeants kept their Minis. That says something. The open-top action helps malfunction clearing. If a case jams, you see it immediately. Reach in and pull it out. No need for tools, no complicated disassembly. The simplicity matters when things go wrong. Under stress, simpler is better. The Mini-14 design philosophy prioritizes getting the gun running again quickly, but that open top creates vulnerabilities. Dirt can get into the action, mud can foul the system. In extreme environmental conditions, the sealed AR-15 action has advantages. For most real-world use, the open top isn't a problem. Hunters carry rifles through brush, rain, and snow. The Mini-14 handles it fine. If you're doing amphibious assaults or crawling through swamps, maybe reconsider. Magazine quality determines reliability more than any other factor. Factory Ruger magazines work perfectly. Aftermarket magazines are hit or miss. Some work fine, most don't. Thermal magazines won't even insert with the bolt closed. Pro Mag feeds sometimes. Eagle mags have weak feed lips. The internet forums are filled with complaints about aftermarket magazines. Just buy Ruger factory magazines. Yes, they cost more. Yes, availability is limited compared to AR magazines, but they work every single time. A reliable rifle with unreliable magazines is an unreliable system. Don't save $15 per magazine, then curse the rifle when it jams. Use factory Ruger mags and the reliability problems disappear. The Mini-14 ejects brass violently, 20 feet at 2 to 4 o'clock. Cases show dings and dents. That violent ejection indicates the gas system is running hot. Some shooters reduce the gas port size with aftermarket bushings, softer ejection, less brass damage, potentially better accuracy from reduced recoil impulse. But messing with the gas system creates risks. Reduce it too much and the action won't cycle. Light target loads might not function. You're tuning for one specific ammunition load. If you shoot different ammo, you have to retune. For most users, leave the gas system alone. Let the rifle eject brass into the next county. It works reliably that way. The safety is brilliant. Located inside the trigger guard. push forward to fire, pull back to safe, completely ambidextrous, far better than thumb safeties on hunting rifles. The practical advantages. The Mini-14 doesn't look tactical, wood stock, traditional lines, classic American rifle aesthetic. To anti-gun politicians, it looks like Grandpa's deer rifle. That matters in restrictive states. Some jurisdictions where ARs are banned or restricted allow Mini-14s without issue. The exact same capability in a less threatening package: California, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. These states heavily restrict modern sporting rifles, detachable magazines, pistol grips, flash hiders, adjustable stocks, all regulated or banned. The wood-stocked Mini-14 ranch rifle skates through most restrictions. It doesn't have the features that trigger assault weapon definitions: same 223 cartridge, same capacity, legal. The folding stock models are compact. The Samson folding stock folds the rifle into a package that fits in a backpack, extends quickly when needed, comfortable to shoot. The lack of a buffer tube enables this. Ours need that buffer tube for the recoil spring. That tube prevents folding. The Mini-14 uses a recoil spring in the receiver. Folds completely. Weight and balance feel natural. The Mini-14 carries like a hunting rifle because it's designed like one. Traditional stock geometry. Weight slightly forward, quick to the shoulder. Older shooters who grew up with hunting rifles find the ergonomics comfortable. AR ergonomics are optimized for tactical applications. Different philosophy, different feel. Cleaning is faster. No gas tube to scrub. No bolt carrier to detail clean. No carbon buildup in the chamber. Field strip the Mini-14 by removing the trigger group. The bolt and operating rod slide out the back. Wipe them down, brush the bore, reassemble. 15 minutes maximum. Compare that to properly cleaning an AR-15 bolt carrier group. The length of pull is long, too long for most modern shooters. Designed when shooters wore heavy coats. Today's shooters square up to targets in t-shirts. The long length of pull becomes awkward. Ruger should offer youth stocks with reduced length. Aftermarket options exist, but they're expensive and often change the rifle's appearance substantially. Scope mounting improved over the years. Early Minis used the receiver top for scope rings. Difficult to get proper eye relief. Modern Minis include Picatinny rail sections. Scope mounting is straightforward. Eye relief is achievable. Not as clean as a flat-top AR, but functional. Red dots work well. Low-power variables are perfect for ranch work. Accessories are limited. The Mini-14 is what it is. You're not building it into something else. No infinite rail systems, no endless barrel options, no swapping uppers to change calibers. If you want ultimate modularity, buy an AR. If you want a rifle that works well in one configuration, the Mini-14 is fine. Cost is competitive. A new Mini-14 ranch rifle runs about $1,000. A quality AR-15 costs similar or less. What you need to know: by serial number 580 or higher. This is non-negotiable. If someone offers you a deal on an old Mini-14, walk away unless you want a project gun. The old pencil barrel rifles require extensive modification to shoot acceptably. An acousstrut helps. A new barrel helps more. By the time you finish, you could have bought a new rifle. Use factory Ruger magazines. 20-round capacity is standard. 5-rounders come with some models. Buy more 20s. Budget $60 per magazine. Buy at least 5. 10 is better. Yes, it's expensive compared to AR magazines at $12 each, but reliable feeding matters more than saving money. Test different ammunition. Your rifle will have preferences. Buy 1 box each of 5 different brands, all 55 grain. Shoot 5-shot groups at 100 yards. The best brand might surprise you. Buy that brand in bulk. Stick with it. Consistency matters more than chasing the absolute best accuracy. The Mini-14 is a 2-inch rifle at 100 yards. Accept that. You're not building a competition gun. You're running a reliable ranch rifle. If you need sub-MOA accuracy, buy an AR with a match barrel or get a bolt gun. The Mini does what it does well. Demanding it do things it wasn't designed for leads to frustration. Learn the manual of arms. The safety is different. The magazine release is different. The charging handle is different. Spend time dry firing. Practice magazine changes. Get comfortable with the controls. The rifle operates intuitively once you understand it. Don't expect it to feel like an AR. It's not supposed to. Clean it occasionally. The Mini-14 runs dirty, but not forever. Every 500 rounds, field strip and wipe everything down. Brush the bore. Lubricate the bolt and operating rod. Reassemble. That's sufficient. You don't need to detail clean every crevice like an AR. Just keep the major components lubricated and functioning. If you hand load, experiment with overall length. Standard S. AAMI length is 2.260 inches. Try 2.280. Try 2.300. See if accuracy improves. The Mini-14 chamber has a long lead. Longer bullets can reduce the jump to rifling. Test carefully. Make sure they feed from your magazines. Not all magazines accept longer cartridges. The gas system can be tuned. Aftermarket gas bushings reduce gas flow. Softer ejection. Less brass damage. Possibly better accuracy. But you're introducing complexity. Start with the factory setup. If it works, leave it alone. The realistic assessment. The Mini-14 is not perfect. The accuracy is adequate, not exceptional. The magazines are proprietary and expensive. The aftermarket is thin. The ergonomics feel dated. These are real limitations. But the rifle excels at what it was designed for. Ranch work, varmint control, self-defense. It's reliable, simple, durable. The gas piston system stays clean. For these applications, the Mini-14 works brilliantly. The 2-inch accuracy myth needs to die. Internet forums claim minis still can't shoot. That was true in 2004. It hasn't been true since 2005. 20 years of improvements get ignored because people repeat old information. The AR-15 is objectively superior for many applications. Competition shooting, precision work, long range. The AR wins convincingly. That doesn't make the Mini-14 worthless. It makes it different. Law enforcement agencies that chose Mini-14 ES over M16 ES made rational decisions. The Minis required less training, less maintenance. For officers who weren't rifle specialists, the Mini-14 made sense. The Mini-14's biggest problem is perception. The old reputation poisons new sales. Buyers who would benefit from a Mini buy ARS instead because the internet told them Minis are junk. A Mini would have served them better. They never considered it because of outdated information. The target market is specific. Hunters who want semi-automatic capability. Ranchers who need a truck gun. Shooters in restrictive states. People who value simplicity over modularity. These buyers benefit from Mini-14 ownership. The Ruger Mini-14 after serial number 580 shoots 2 inches at 100 yards. That's fact. Documented. Repeatable. The old 4 to 8 inch groups ended in 2005 when Ruger redesigned the barrel. 20 years later, people still repeat the old criticisms. The rifle improved. The reputation didn't. The gas piston system runs cleaner than direct impingement. The open-top action clears malfunctions faster. The traditional ergonomics feel natural. The wood stock avoids political scrutiny. These are real advantages in specific situations. Factory Ruger magazines are mandatory. Aftermarket magazines cause most reliability problems. Ammunition selection matters. Test 5 brands. Buy bulk quantities of whatever shoots best. 55-grain bullets typically work best. The Mini-14 is not an AR-15 competitor. It's an alternative. Different strengths, different weaknesses. For shooters who need ultimate modularity and accuracy potential, buy an AR. For shooters who value reliability when neglected, simplicity, and traditional aesthetics, the Mini-14 makes sense. Stop repeating internet folklore from 2007. The guns improved. Test the modern rifles before dismissing them. 2 inches at 100 yards with factory ammo. Reliable function when neglected. Clean operation from the gas piston. Legal in restrictive states. These advantages are real. Know what you're buying. Serial number 580 or higher. Factory magazines only. Test ammunition to find what works. Accept 2-inch accuracy as sufficient. Don't try to build it into something it's not. Used properly, the Mini-14 is a capable rifle that will serve you well for decades. That's what you need to know. The Ruger Mini-14 is better than you think. The internet just hasn't figured it out yet.